Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. And inside of today's video, I'm finally back after nearly 3 weeks away from recording content. I was on vacation in Egypt for a couple of weeks, and then I went over to Finland to visit the Brawl Stars team. So there's a lot of things I missed out on. I haven't played too much Brawl Stars, so hopefully I can slowly get back into the gist of things. So today's video, as you can see by the topic, we're going to be diving into all things Club League. So if you missed it on the Brawl Stars official Twitter, I'm not sure if they actually put it in game or on any other socials, but on the Twitter, about, I would say, yeah, 3 hours from recording, they put out a post. So I actually knew about this before the post, so I'm quite glad actually that they've just put it out there for the public to know about. So we'll dive into it straight away. So they said, well, attention to everyone, if you have watched the latest Brawl Talk, you know some changes to Club League and club games are coming soon. Or well, if you haven't watched Brawl Talk, now you know. So to be prepared for the changes, here's what you should know. You'll benefit more from the upcoming changes if you're in an active and full club. The more active members, the better. If you're not in a club, then join one. The club shop will be removed. If you really want to buy a club skin with your club coins, you still have time until the next Brawl Stars update. In the upcoming update, your club coins will be converted into coins and power points, a 50% split. If you would like to use them differently, you should do it before the update. We'll explain everything in the Brawl Talk, which probably will be in about a month's time, but the new club event focuses on being fun, rewarding, and less demanding. So we're going to pop some gameplay in the background, and we're just going to be talking about all things Club League, what I think will be with the Club League 2.0 potentially. Let's dive into it. So from the tweet then, what can we really gather in terms of information? So the first one for me, which I want to talk about, is the fact that Club Shop is being removed. So the Club Shop has always been, I think, really good. When the Club League was first announced, and especially with the rewards that you got, you could progress your account so fast through club games. It was really fun, it was really exciting, but obviously as time has gone on, with a lot of features in a lot of different games, it can get pretty grindy, and especially did feel like that in Club League. A lot of people just weren't playing it. In my club in particular, it was very active, but mainly because I have a few club leaders that used to just spam people ridiculous amounts. If you're watching Dennis and Adrian, they're the goats because they carried my club, because literally people needed micromanaging, literally spamming their DMs to play. You know, that shouldn't be how Brawl Stars is. It should be casual, it should be fun. Club games should be really exciting and fun. So hopefully the attention will switch that way. But anyways, talking about the club shop then. So what they mentioned is that if you want to really buy a club skin now with your club coins, you still have a chance until the next Brawl Stars update. The next Brawl Stars update probably isn't going to be maybe for like another month, I would say. Yeah, well, literally another month, because that's when the Brawl Pass expires. So you've got a whole month to decide whether you want to buy the club skins. So there could be one of few things, the way that you can buy these club skins in the future. So it's either going to be for bling or gems. So I don't think they've decided yet. I think I'll pop it on the screen. Frank did say on Twitter that they're still undecided on how they're going to actually allow you to get these skins, but like I said, it's either going to be for gems or bling. And if they bring it out for gems, that could be disastrous, especially for a free-to-play player that wants a lot of cosmetics. So if they do announce that it's available for gems, you want to make sure you're using your club shop coins as quickly as possible to purchase those skins, even if you're a free-to-play player, even if you're not maxed out. I just feel like they're probably going to make those skins maybe even like a premium, like near the mythic. So that's a lot of gems, and especially the club coins you should be able to get with maybe a few, I think, a few cycles of the club event. So yeah, for me, I'll be looking to buy that. And then the big point that of course really sticks out to me is the fact that your club coins will be converted into coins and power points, a 50% split. So you don't need to panic now. As they mentioned, it's still like a month away, Brawl Talk probably. You don't need to panic, you don't need to spend things straight away. You can still probably wait until even closer to the Brawl Talk and the update to get even more information, but it's just good that they put it out there so people aren't confused when they do say it in the Brawl Talk, which is really good. So for me, in my opinion, a lot of people are talking about in the community right now is the lack of coins. Well, apparently the lack of coins. I haven't really noticed it on my free-to-play account, but of course with hypercharges being pretty expensive premium for those lower end players, I feel like there needs to be a coin buff a little bit. So if you just leave your club coins, you're going to get probably screwed over. You're going to be given power points instead, what I would do instead, I would just buy coins myself, especially because of these hypercharges. Maybe before the hypercharge update, I probably would have bought power points instead, but definitely coins for me. So make sure you're spending your coins either on the skins, and if you really don't care about skins, make sure you're purchasing the coins, because that's going to be your best value, or else you're going to be stuck with a 50% split. We need coins in this update, so make sure you're buying them. So in terms of what I think a Club League 2.0 will look like, so what I've said from the get-go, from I think from months ago now, of course I've wanted for a long time now the fact that you're kind of stuck playing with a team. I know that's how kind of clubs should kind of feel in a way. You want to give an incentive to play with your teammates, and then of course get more rewards. You know, it sounds fun, but logistically it wasn't fun. As time went on, it felt way too grindy. It felt like a chore. It felt like my homework. It felt like I had to log on, forcefully play. I just wasn't having fun anymore, and that just that was very, very clear throughout the community. I think everybody feels like that right now, and of course that's probably why they're going to remove this feature, in my opinion. I don't think there's going to be any kind of like power match or anything like that, just because again it's too grindy. It should be more casual, it should be more fun. So in terms of what I think will be coming with Club League 2.0, I think for me, I'm not too sure how they could really do it, but I just like club quests. I've always just said it should just either be just remove it and have club quests, but of course that wouldn't be as exciting. They're probably going to create some really cool and exciting feature, but for me, as long as you don't have to play as a team, I think that's the way to go. I think it should be a lot more fun, but it should be like a group goal. So for example, maybe just even bigger and weirder quests, so your club has to, I don't get a certain amount of damage together within a week. Of course that's what club quest is right now, but even harder, so you get even more rewards and stuff like that. But yeah, to be honest, I don't know what they could do with it. I don't know what they've got in the plans, just because for me, Club League has potential. It really was fun when it first came out, but it's just some glaring things. You don't want to make it too grindy. I think that's the kind of avenue that they're going right now. For the past year now, I think some people have been complaining about there's just too much to do in Brawl Stars. I know, like, it's a good thing to have a lot of choice, and it's a good thing to have a lot of things to do, or else the game can be very boring if it's just ladder to play. For example, maybe it's just ladder and power league, that'll be very boring, right? But at the same time, for you as a free-to-play player to get your maximum progression, you've got to do a lot of things, right? You've got to, of course, do your quests. Slowly that's becoming a little bit less grindy, but you have to do your quests, you have to do your star drops now, you have to do Club League, you have to, well, you don't have to do power league for progression, but it's good for bling, so that's another thing you have to grind towards. You still have to play map maker to get those a little bit of extra tokens. There's just so much going on that you have to do daily, that it's nice that they're removing this little bit of a grindy feature. Like, you still probably have to play some games, you still have to of course grind a little bit, but not in the sense like you have to get your teammate, you and your two teammates actually at a certain point of time in the day. It's just really hard, especially if your club isn't completely from one region. It is hard as well just to get a full club full of the same region, so you can be on the same time zone, so you're not lagging. There's just a lot that really needs to go into a game like Brawl Stars. I think in other Supercell games like Clash Royale, being from a different region or country doesn't really affect the latency, but of course that really affects it in Brawl Stars. So I think making it more casual will be super fun. I'm excited for them to just openly say what they'll be doing. It is really, really nice. I really applaud the team for giving so much transparency. I think, if anything, too much transparency. I think there's a lot of good things to come. So let me know what you think is going to be in Club League 2.0. I really hope that it's going to be nice and fresh, and it will really revive clubs. Maybe there's going to be some good quality of life features as well to go with this with clubs. I think that will really make things good, because I think the number one complaint is, especially for those newer players, is that it's pretty hard to get into a nice and active club. A lot of the times there's maybe like a couple of people that are active, and then the rest of the players are just dead. So for me, hopefully we get some quality of life changes to clubs overall, and then Club League could be a very good thing. So I'm excited for all things Brawl Stars at the moment. Again, if you missed it, I've been away for a long time. I've like 3 weeks. I've been to Supercell office. I know quite a few things coming with the update. Of course, I'm not going to spoil it, but there are some exciting times. I'm excited. So make sure to subscribe for all future Brawl Stars news and just being... and of course, I'm going to bring out a tier list as well, so you don't want to miss out on that. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.